Yo, everybody, this is Neil from Frank151. I'm sitting with Heck here. Questions from the top, off the dome. Now, I'm the kid that eats his dessert first. Heck, I'm the guy that literally digs to the bottom of the cereal box from jump. So I just want to get into it. I heard a rumor. It's the type of happy thing, the type of stuff that you dream about at night, the type that puts you to bed with a big shit-eating grin that you're launching a weed company.
I am indeed launching a weed company.
I
I'm
need to
excited
know
about
more
it.
about that.
So yeah, no, of course, I've been an avid user of the cannabis. It makes you more creative. I grew up a graffiti writer. It started in 1993. The first name I drew was mine, and then immediately felt that if I drew a girl's name, that would be like the perfect icebreaker. And then a little bit after that, I found out that what I was doing was actually called graffiti. Then I did research into graffiti and instantly fell in love with it. And then, obviously, as soon as I got out of high school, I tried marijuana for the first time. And the way that I thought, or the way that my mental went to that place, it was such like a creative boost that since then I've been an avid user of it. But yeah, so I figured, now that there's an opportunity in cannabis, that now that it's becoming legal, and obviously all of the medical benefits, once you start doing the research, you truly see that there was a massive conspiracy to sort of keep it down. But now that the internet's available to the kids, everybody does their own research, and they're able to determine the fact that it is a magical plant, and we truly haven't explored the powers of it. And I'm happy to be one of the few that are going to get a chance to do that.
So you've more in that sativa space or the indica space. Not that I'm like one of those guys, but is it more of that body high, the head high? Like, where
Yeah,
do
I'm
you
a
see
head
yourself
high.
going?
Yeah, no
I know
indicas
you
for
have
me, man.
everything, but what's your favorite?
Yeah, look, I don't have a favorite, but I do lean towards the sativas. A sativa dominant hybrid, obviously, because of the amount of exotics that are now being produced. I think that those are my favorite immediately. Just I'm a flavor type of guy, right? I'm a connoisseur of marijuana.
But listen, that's a great area to be a connoisseur in. Being a sommelier of weed is literally like, I think we're 10 years away from John George having, Michelin rated spots where, you're getting a meal and the dessert at the same time. So,
Yeah, look,
is it going to be leaf? Are you going to do cartridges as well, or how?
So we're launching with three different strains of flower. We're also launching a CBD brand, a hemp brand nationally. Just to get out there. There's going to be an ointment process to it. Obviously, after a long work day and typing and all that, like your joints need a little healing. So that's where the hemp brand, the CBD brand, comes into play. Pine Park is the name of the brand. There's not really much to the name except for the fact that it sounds super cool, and everybody that has had a marijuana experience has. I mean, everybody has their own destination of where they like to go. For me, growing up, it was this Pine Park. I don't even know the name of it. I think it was Heritage Park or something. But there was a lot of pine trees. We called it Pine Park, and that's where I had my first joint. My second joint. My first joint was in the middle of the football field, graduation night. So Pine Park is the name of the brand. I'm super excited about it. I love the brand. The logo itself. I'm a friend of mine, Omens, who's a graffiti mentor of mine, also like one of my greatest friends in the world, founder of my graffiti crew Villains. He and I sort of sat together, went to Chicago, smoked a blunt, and started spitballing what the logo of the name was. Originally we wanted to call it Weed, OUI''D, but that was taken. Yeah, that was taken. So we went with something better, and that's Pine Park. It has a little bit more history. It's a destination for any marijuana user or anybody that appreciates the culture of cannabis to sort of have a place mentally or physically that they can go to and sort of have that memory of when they were young, or memory of having a good time smoking the chronic.
Sure, we all have it. Mine was called we used to call it the Spot. It was actually the bleachers by the local baseball field.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not gonna date myself, but we used to have a cager code.
You
So
used to
if you
have a
got
what?
that code, you just showed up. No
Oh, got it,
questions
got it, got it.
asked.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's dope. I think more creative people getting into the space will just push it in the right direction because we all know that guys like Philip Morris and everybody else that are growers, they're going to be in that space too. So it's super exciting to hear that people like you and your team and everything that you're working on um, will be available out at market. So I think that's really cool.
Thank
Which
you.
actually leads me to my next question. Like, what is your favorite thing to eat when you're lit? Like after a good session, you did
Oh
the work,
man.
you chop it up. It's like, Soren says when we have these big meetings and blah, blah, blah. He's like, go get your magic fucking wand, which is, an L or something. But after it's all done, you do the work. What are you looking forward to eating the most?
Well, man, I got to tell you, like the easy answer, the easy cop out answer would be anything and everything. Obviously, being in that state of mind, everything is that much better. Yeah, look, if I had my choice, I would probably eat a burrito, a any not a like a traditional Mexican burrito with actual guisado. Let's talk shredded beef in a stew of potatoes and chiles verdes of all kind, jalapenos, serranos, garlic, and then obviously like a nice bed of beans refried over the tortilla. Put the stew right on top of it. Dude, I'm hungry just talking about it.